Whatever you're doing another Ace Attorney video. Why are you in a... There. It's all tangled. Excuse me. I ate both our hands, and under that excuse this time. What's the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. What's it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright. Really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Onguard's mansion. At the defendant's house? I can't find this track anywhere. Like, I found a playlist with... Ah, fucker! My eye socket! I was trying to fix my hair, my thumb hit my glasses, slid on them and jammed me in the eye socket. Ah. Jesus. Well, vision's just the same as before. If not a little worse than now. But yeah, I can't find it. I found a playlist of the official soundtrack. I was looking for this. I can't find it. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelly the killer snatched and eaten one Curdy in his room. And then he stole this wooden bar. Excuse me. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. And the bear being found in Mr. Onguard's mansion would mean... Goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Onguard is the killer's client. Order, order, order. I said order, damn it! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah, sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that you knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There's still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, we can't have that, can we? Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Further! Bear itself. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh? I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to his mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way time-wise for the... for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. Disaster averted. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? Alright, clear as day. I don't remember what you muttered to yourself at Vanguard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. The killer and On Guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding in On Guard mansion as its butler. A bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to On Guard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, when it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Power's testimony? What? There's still another one? There's indeed, Your Honor. It's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull? Oh, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was unclear, and that's the identity of the person who received the bear. There's a bear over there, there's a bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. Sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as I don't know who it was that took the bear. You can't be sure. Ah! What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Oh yeah, sorry, actually. So, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But that arm, it was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear. You gotta be kidding! You sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order! Order! Looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? Let's count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And we all know Matt Ongard is the Nickel Samurai. That doesn't mean he was... Shit, no it does. Shit! Thanks to the defense, or I made all that all... Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Ongard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, fuck. My ass is stuck to... There. My ass was stuck to the damn... My ass was stuck to the chair. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Anyone's objections, Mr. Wright? Do I? What should I do? Oh, well, that's my... There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe I collided these assets collide. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found in Onguard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What do you say? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes? That's all you have. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? You, Judgy Wudgy! But I can't present you. Size impacts! 200 really didn't. No. It was in the old bag. It was one Curdy to himself. It was... Dick Gumshoe! No, it was Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews? Yes, we've already known that she tried to frame Onguard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Ah! Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been... That could have very well been... I don't like how that's just written. That very well could have been... Ms. Andrews. Well, Mr. Onguard, if you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Onguard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Ms. Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. This is the same Maya. This is the same Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me. This is one fight I can't give up on. Order! 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 All disrupted parties will be forced to leave this courtroom. Your Honor? For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Onguard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely, and I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Ms. Andrews. And who would that be? Quite simple, Your Honor. Ms. Adrian Andrews herself! I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. March 23, 11:40. March 23, 11:54 p.m. What in the fuck? Hang on. Look at my mind. Ugh. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Law? Oh, sorry, hang on. But I never thought in your desperation you try to pin the guilt on Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. Really strong power? Well, Mr. Nick, you found his... from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. That's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? Still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of intellect this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? Tent? I could see a circus tent. Mia! Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a second, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map about a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry. And I can see a mailbox on the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or something? I heard an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little... Okay, just... Fucking dyslexia! Alright, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't glitch your battery down, okay, pal? Yeah, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Last. Longest. Simon. March 23, 12:05 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right, it's only natural that the witness asks. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court of this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she... There's a bear over there. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. I couldn't tell you what order that would be. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. And you really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, that's just superb craftsmanship. Oh yeah, so now we forgot. You may have made your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. The bear figurine. A puzzle. Enter the doors, blocks. Professor Layton. This reminds me of a puzzle. And a gentleman always finishes a puzzle. Hard to believe there was a crossover game with Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton. Professor Layton, someone's been murdered. This reminds me of a puzzle. God damn it. That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. Sure enough, to people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? It is a puzzling puzzle. So you can take it apart. Now how would one go about doing that? Well, first you turn its tail to the right and you push it in. Yeah, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Ooh, this is most interesting. Oh boy, this new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. That would imply that he's had it to begin with. I don't think he ever had it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. And this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside. It's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as others one never told anyone either, then only the two of us know. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. Onguard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there's one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness? Yes. You're the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Ms. Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Clickety, clickety, click. I've opened it! Is this what you wanted? What is that? Looks like a note. Yeah, say! Put your hand back. No, wait, I fucked it up. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note! The suicide note left by Juan Cardita's former manager, Celestin Pax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but stop yawning. But just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Cardita himself. It seems Celestin Pax had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on some stuff. And most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Such an awful act. I think I almost did it twice. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere, because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it's only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was gonna burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her notes, list and facts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and thrown away by OnGuard. About being engaged to Carnita and OnGuard's role in destroying her. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Ms. Impax had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. OnGuard. And what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. Man OnGuard values, above all else, is refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Oh, excuse me. There's no room for doubt here. Mr. DeKeller's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. The only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found in the defendant's house. Seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know I have to carry on and buy some time. Some more time. Alright, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, a figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gamble's already into the hand, Phoenix. Hurry. Choose a note of the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? The note! Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer on the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Matt OnGuard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Carnita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that man OnGuard could not have known what was written on this note. Well, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in the right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon it. So, ow. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Man OnGuard and the victim both thought of the other as the biggest rival. He even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim on Carnita was being spied on. His personal life was being launched by none other than Man OnGuard. Oops. Order! Order! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper? By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Mr. Onguard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place. What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Matt on guard learned of the suicide note through this. And he changed his name again! He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, now where's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so ew, nasty. Hey, next? Yes, Pete. Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What I'm going to do next? Just running away like a frightened child? Hey. God. Oh, that's better. I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth was very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I'd really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence somebody is talking about? Can you figure out what it is that it'll need to be looked at, or... Can I... Oh my god. Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Objection! Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, you know what I just said? So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. That may not even be hers. And this impacts a suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside the spare, but the spare was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh, so... as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Ms. Impax or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Onguard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it in this bear? How dare you! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ms. Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Man on Guard. I did no such thing. Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. You got you there, Edgy. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? Yeah, as the defense has stated, the handwriting is yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I don't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Everybody else is my ass. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. Hungard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. What does that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is it with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He, got away. What? Sorry, pal, I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? Found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. Just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty times 6. 9. You hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I'm reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! We're getting close to the ending. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I will request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. What purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe you can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for the day and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. March 23, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Ah! I don't have time for this. I'm out of time now. My cobalts. Till the next video. I'm Ryuiki and goodbye.